Hello and welcome back to BannerKings, and I just wanted to show you something real fast because I actually don't know whether I can even show you now. Wait a minute, there it is. Okay, we got it back, So if you take a look here at the combat log, you can see that I have just ambushed Zuera, and unfortunately for me, apparently the profits that she was supposed to provide us have not been mounting up. In other words, she hasn't saved any of the cash that she's made in profit, and she has literally just been, I don't even know where the money has been going. Because basically how this is supposed to work is caravans are supposed to, well, generally you're supposed to have a settlement, right? You're supposed to have a settlement, because if you have a settlement, that inevitably is going to basically make it super easy for you. But unfortunately for me, I do not have the ability to do that. Alright, so we have the options here, and basically what I want to do is I want to change, these are all my settings by the way, most of the time they are all on default. I don't have anything else on, I haven't changed anything dramatically here. The only thing that I have really changed is slower parties. I really don't appreciate slower parties. I think that's really annoying. So I basically just put that to 0, and that's it. That's pretty much the only other thing that I've done here. I actually really like alternative leveling. I think that seems really cool. And the clan renown scaling as well. I was actually kind of tempted to change that, but I thought to myself, hey, you know what? We're playing BannerKings, right? We're playing BannerKings. We're not playing Bannerlord. We're playing BannerKings. So we want to make it so that we have as much of a BannerKings style experience as we can. And so as a result, I thought, hey, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it on default, because I was kind of thinking of reducing this to about 150%. But then I thought, well, that kind of, as I said, defeats the purpose. Anyway, everything else is basically on default, as I said. And otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to turn off realistic caravan income, because as you can take a look right here under the description, it says caravans pose a major risk factor not represented in the game, carrying your profits. With this setting, caravan profits will only be added when they enter a settlement owned by their owner or where they are situated, i.e. notables. So in other words, now this is the problem here. I actually wanted to see whether, wait a minute, let's see where she's going now. Where is she going? She's going to Shuron. Where is Shuron? Shuron is over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Shuron, and we're actually going to see, because if this is the way that I think it is, I do not want to do this, okay? I do not want to do this, because basically what this means is that I'm going to have to shadow her as much as possible and be at the place that she's going. Alright, so instead of testing it out in a castle or something like that, what we're going to do is we're going to test it. Wait a minute. Where are you going? She's literally now deciding to go to Shuron. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like this is way too finicky and a little bit annoying actually for this to be a real thing, because you can see here that she's now deciding to go back to Shorelit, and I'm gonna have to go back here. It's just a very, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit weird. If this was, you know, as I said, if we actually had the ability to retrieve all of the money that she would have potentially gotten over the time that she's been running around this entire time, because let's face it, I did get her as a caravan relatively early on in the playthrough. Let's actually see. Okay, no, she didn't give me anything whatsoever. And if I talk to her here, as you can see, nothing happens. I can't talk to her. She is supposed to just give you the profits that she has gained in that time. So what I will do is I will now disable the realistic caravan, and we'll just go ahead normally. Maybe I am going to get money if she comes over to Kuyaz, for example. But that's the thing. I don't think so somehow. I don't know. I don't think so somehow. So anyway, I'm going to go and join the tournament. Ooh, we're going to get a Destrier. Now, that is going to be amazing. If we can get a Destrier, well, don't even get me started on that. This is an amazing mount. I'd like to be able to even ride it, to be honest. maybe it's going to be good. I don't know. Maybe we can actually... do you think we can actually succeed here? I don't know. That's the question. It's going to be a bit of a problem. As you can see, I literally did 19 damage to the head there. That's not very good. Not sure why I only do 19 damage sometimes, and other times I do a massive amount. But... yeah, bit strange, bit strange. Nice hit. Ah, yeah, nice hit, nice hit. Can I get some more of that, please? I would like some more of that. If we can. There we go. Take out that guy, or try to. There we go, he's dead as well. Nice. Oh, yes, we're on a killing spree right now. We're on an absolute killing spree. Can I actually take this guy down too? Nice. We need to kill this guy, actually, all things considered. The guy in the heavy armor. Yes, let me actually try to focus on him a little bit. Oh, yeah, he's going to be hard. This guy's going to be difficult too. Oh, it seems like I've just been killing the easy ones. This is bad. This is bad news bears for me, actually. Yes. If I get hit by this, I'm dead. Probably. Am I? Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe my armor is going to save me. Who knows? 53 damage right there. That's pretty nice. Okay, yeah, I can barely do any damage to this guy, whoever he is. He seems to be extremely highly armored. But I maybe could do some damage to him. Nice. Okay, wow, that maybe not so nice, to be honest, because that's a lot less than I anticipated. Oh, nice. There we go. We actually... we actually got him in the face. That was fantastic. I think that actually might be... I think that might be the thing. I think that actually might be the reason why sometimes we hit the head and other times, you know, we do massive damage on the head. Like, for example, like you saw me right there, I hit the guy in the head, face hit, 28 damage only. That was actually a face hit. Okay, that's kind of strange because I was anticipating that it was actually hitting in the face area, because obviously if you hit in the non-face area, then according to RPG or the hitboxes or whatever they've designated to be a critical zone, maybe that makes a difference. Wow, how did I do so much damage right there? That's very unusual. All right, we've got another noble here. This is going to be a problem potentially. Yeah, she blocked. She blocked. Okay, that's really bad. Nice damage, or not, as the case may be. Can I actually do some damage here? No, please don't leave me. Ah, I need you to make sure that you don't die, sir. I need to make sure you don't die. This is bad. This is bad news bears right here. This is bad news bears. Okay, we're doing very little damage. Unfortunately, this guy... oh, nice. Oh, that was so lucky. I was super worried about that. I thought to myself, I'm dead, you know. I thought I was super dead there because this guy was going to gang up on us. Are you serious? Okay, you better win. Yes! Oh, oh, now that was close. Okay, how did he do 97 damage to my chest? I guess that just goes to show that I have a really, really bad piece of chest armor. I mean, I knew my chest armor wasn't the greatest, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I thought I'd be able to survive at least one hit, but apparently not. Okay, yeah, actually I've been neglecting to do my new strategy, haven't I? This is bad. Oh, this is even worse than I anticipated. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have some issues here. Yeah, no, we're gonna have some issues here. This is gonna be real harsh. Okay, here we go. What can I do? Well, not much. Ah, here we go. Nice, nice, nice. I really wish my one-handed skill was a little bit higher, you know, just a little bit higher. I'd like it to be at least 2,000, actually, but obviously that's not going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, nice hit, nice hit, nice hit. Okay, and thankfully, oh, there's the pierce. Oh yeah, wonderful. He left himself wide open there for a second, and that was all I needed. Very good. And look at that. We got 9 renown for this as well. This is basically one of the best ways that you can get renown early on. If you're really good at the tournaments, then this is obviously going to be a really, really nice, steady flow of renown for you. And bear in mind that obviously we do have that new thing, the new workshop perk as well, so that every single workshop that we have provides us with 1 renown per day. So technically, we're gaining a pretty good amount of passive renown over time, and it's actually going to make a huge difference to our journey to Clan Tier 2. Or is it Clan Tier 1? I'm actually not entirely sure. Is it actually Clan Tier 1? If it's Clan Tier 1, then, you know, then there you go. But we're going to gain some significant benefits from actually having done that. Now, what I'm actually going to plan on doing here is I'm going to try and see if I can get some more troops, and then maybe we can go and try and fight some bandits. The thing is, fighting bandits at this point in the game, and I'm not sure if you agree on this. If you don't, then that's absolutely fine. But from my perspective, fighting bandits at this point in the game is actually a little bit detrimental to our progression. Because if you take a look at how we are doing in regards to our economy, and you see here that I have, well, not much, because my caravan has basically been doing nothing this entire time, which is actually kind of sad. However, the main issue is the fact that we need some kind of income to be able to offset our wages. Because if we don't have that, we are inevitably going to suffer pretty hard. And that is something that I have always been very, very aware of and very careful of in the past. I'm actually just going to increase my focus points on my writing skill. I think that sounds pretty good. And then we will be going over to our home area here in just a moment. I would like to go, I mean, I think wait. Does Lise actually have some money? Because I do have some trade goods still from the last time. And I don't know whether they have any money. Yeah, they have 21,000. Okay, that's good enough. So I will sell here. Here, we're basically selling for nothing at all, which is actually kind of sad, because we technically had significant gains if we sold this to Kuyaz, but unfortunately, as we know, the economy in this area is very risky. A little bit turbulent, shall we say. A little bit turbulent. Now, let's see exactly what happens with Zuera now, because I have 19,000 gold. So technically, I could get another caravan up and running. And this is obviously one of the greatest ways to gain cash in the game early on, or at least to gain cash in the base game. So this is the reason why having BannerKings is very much a, should we say, a learning experience. Even for someone like me who has many, many hours in the base game and knows quite a bit about it. Not a huge amount, but quite a bit about it. And obviously, we want to try to make sure that we have the greatest possible time here. So I'm just going to be selling these things. I'm going to be buying some more eggs here just to make sure I have enough. 66 days. Wow. Okay, that's pretty crazy. And I could buy something else here, but I don't really think... I mean, as you can see, I could buy salt here for 28. And then we could potentially sell it on somewhere else. We could buy fine wine here. That's not particularly good. Yeah, I mean, basically, if you take any of these things and sell them at Kuyaz, you're going to be in a great, great position. Same thing with the stubborn hogs. Look at the stubborn hogs right now. 27 gold per one. Could be really good. Could actually be really, really good. I'm going to buy all of this. And we're going to hope that we can maybe sell it for a decent amount. There are so many tournaments going on as well. I don't know whether I really want to continue doing tournaments. I kind of do. To a certain extent. Actually, wait a minute. I have that new mount, don't I? Okay, so as you can see, it sells for 2,200. That is actually a lot less than I anticipated, but I am going to be able to ride it when I have riding skill 120, which obviously is not very good. It's going to take me a long time to be able to get there, unfortunately. But hopefully, eventually, we will get there, and then we'll be able to use it and have a wonderful time. But yeah, I'm actually kind of wondering when my caravan is actually going to start making some cash. Well, a pretty cool thing here is that I can actually sell my salt for more than I could sell it at least. So I'm literally just going to sell all that, and I'm going to sell all of my crude silver ore as well. And look at that, we just gained 5,200 from it. Let's see if we can get anything else. Nah, it's not looking particularly good, is it? Most of this stuff is not going to be particularly worthwhile. I see, that's the thing. One of the main things we need to do is we need to get back to our home area just to make sure that we know exactly what they need there. And I'm actually going to buy some stubborn hogs just because. Wow, it's literally going to cost me. Is it literally going to cost me 5,000? No, wait. Let me just do. Wait. I can't do this right now. I need to actually trade them some things because, as you can see, they're out of money. So there we go. Getting very little trade skill now, which is kind of sad. Wait a minute. Do we have a quest here that I can do? Because that's another reason why I actually wanted to get some more troops, because I just don't have enough troops to be able to do some of the quests that I'd like to do. For example, escort caravan mission, caravan ambush missions, the poacher quest. There's a lot of combat-oriented tasks that we can potentially do that are going to be fantastic. Yeah, so now herding is definitely going to be a huge issue for us because obviously we have all these hogs and they're going to add to our herding. That's usually the reason why I don't tend to focus on trading animals. Trading animals can be very lucrative if you, I don't know, if you trade in horses. I think trading in horses is much better because they can technically almost always add to your speed most of the time. But if you take other things like, for example, hogs, it's unlikely that they're going to add to your speed. Yeah, I mean, most of the time they won't. So that's obviously a bit of an issue. Anyway, let me see. What else can I get here? We can get some wool. We can get some beer. Yeah, unfortunately, Kuyaz is looking real bad. So yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but some kind of economic crash happened apparently, and that's pretty bad for us. Let's just get some of this, I guess. Get some of the fine whale meat, and let's hope that we could sell it for a decent amount. And otherwise, we're just going to be taking a ship over to this place. It's only going to take us 1 day. It literally will be. We'll be over there in literally like 2 seconds because that is it over there, which is quite funny. It's literally just, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump over there, and I cannot wait. I really cannot wait to do that. And what we're going to actually have to do is we're going to have to start looking around for a prospective spouse. That is also going to be a thing that we want to do. So let me just quickly go in here. Let's see what we get. Oh, hello. Okay, unfortunately, they do not have enough money. It seems like they're having some huge issues with money. Every single place that we go has issues with money. Not entirely sure why. That's really bad. Well, never mind. I'm actually going to be equipping this. And, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure, fine. I'm thinking I might just upgrade a bunch of stuff because I could literally sell all these hogs, and as you can see, I'm still going to pay 12,000, which is kind of terrible. There you go. I'm going to pay 7,000 now, which is also kind of terrible. But this is a much better chess piece than what I was using beforehand, and it's not. I guess it isn't that expensive. Is it that expensive? I don't think it's that expensive. But as you can see here, you can actually buy wool for a decent amount. Let me actually just see here real quick. Zionica can actually buy hardwood at 79 per unit. That's actually really good. Yeah, okay. That is exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna literally buy hardwood. I'm gonna get all of it, actually. I'm gonna get all of it. I'm gonna pay 10,000 for this. 10,000. This is a pretty big risk, actually. This is a pretty big potential for problems. But if worst comes to worst, what I can do is I can just buy armor and or weapons and or something else, and then I can just trade it for goods, for example. So for you know, instance, they actually do have a lot of hogs, as far as I'm aware. Zionica has a lot of hogs. Yeah, as you can see, they have no cash, which is a big problem. So what we're going to have to do, actually I was kind of hoping that we could see the trade rumors from that place, but apparently they don't have trade rumors there. I could buy stubborn hogs. As you can see, I could buy 59 of them. Ah, there you go. Alright, so it finally loaded. It looks very cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks very, very cool, as you can see right there. And it actually does provide us with insane protection too. So I'm very, very pleased about this. Now let's actually see if I can get a new spear or a new kind of polearm or something like that. This could be, yeah, this could be pretty good actually. Wait a minute, what about this? This is worse according to the stats. This is worse in every single way. Is that true? But this is, but I'm using a bent, jagged spear. Surely this cannot be worse. But apparently it is. That's a bit strange. Okay. What about one of these things? No, these are also terrible. This doesn't make any sense actually. Why is it like that? Okay. I guess this is a lance, so that makes sense, I guess, from that perspective. Yeah, I don't really want to use a lance, and I don't really want to buy a new weapon either. I mean, maybe a shield? I don't know. No, we can't really do that either. Alright, well, let's just sell a bunch of our wood. As you can see, we have a huge amount of it. And we're not going to get any money for the trade, but we do get 2 skill points. We're almost at 150, which is pretty nice. And I guess what I'll do is I'll just go over to the nearest... I guess the other nearest town and see if they need some hardwood. Alright, so this guy's got massive amounts of money. Unfortunately, he does have a pretty... he has 30 gold less in regards to his hardwood. But we can actually just sell all of that. Gonna get 4,000 for it, which is not exactly great. We could sell all the hogs as well. And let's actually see what else he has available here. He has basically nothing. Yeah, he has basically nothing at all. Which is a little bit sad, to be honest. I was actually kind of hoping that he'd have a little bit more than that, but, you know, what can you do, right? What can you do? So, another 6,000 is okay. That's not too bad. And they do have a tournament going on here, but I'm probably not going to do that either. And I'm actually really surprised that they have such little trade going on here. I don't know what's going on with the trading in and around the sort of Empire territory. Seems a bit strange to me, but... well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Anyway, we're going to go back once again, like I said, and we are just going to take a ship over to our main faction, and we're just going to be recruiting a bunch of troops. I'm still not seeing any profit from our caravan, and we're also not seeing any profit from our oil press either. And I'm going to assume that that is because of the other oil press. That must be because of the other oil press. It must be, right? That must be the reason. And I'm not entirely sure why she is not giving us any profit at all. She should be giving us profit every single time. You know, she has not been attacked by any bandits ever. And, well, it's a little bit strange to me. Alright, so I basically did a little bit of something here, because what's really funny is that... they've done it again, haven't they? Yes, they've done it again. Seems like the markets fluctuate super hard here. However, and then this is where we get a little bit of a bonus. I went back here, right? I went into their marketplace. They had 450,000 gold, and I was like, oh, okay. I have nothing to sell you. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go over to my other town, you know, the other town that is in our faction. And I thought, okay, I'm going to buy some stuff from there. And so I purchased some stuff from there, and I came back here as fast as I could. And as you can see, they only have 2,000 now, which is very disappointing. However, it's not that bad because we could just buy some stuff here, and then we could just sell the rest of this fine salt just to trade it, basically. Just to trade it. And we're going to try and see if we can maybe, you know, get some reasonable cash that way. And maybe we can get... no, there doesn't seem to be anything else here, potentially. I was thinking of also trading in some horses, potentially, as well. Because horses sometimes sell for some really good prices, but you can see here that they're not looking really that good. So there you go. We did finally get to 150 in trade, which is going to enable me to get another perk, which is pretty good. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't really do much. Yeah, this is the reason why most of these perks, some of these perks at the very least, sometimes I usually will rate rather low, because in this case, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Content trades is pretty good for the sake of minus 50% wages while waiting in settlements. That is an okay use case. but the mercenary connections thing basically does nothing. So yeah, content trades is going to be my choice here. And we're also going to be taking 5% travel speed. Yeah, 5% travel speed on deserts and dunes. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. How is my education currently going? We are learning, we're 30% fluent now. 30% fluent with our language here, and we are a novice in that particular language. Alright, so I did actually finally get back here in time, and funnily enough, this place actually had a significant amount of cash in it as well, but unfortunately now it does not. And I'm not entirely sure what's even going on with that, to be honest, but I guess what I'm going to do is I'll just try and see if I can make enough money to pay for this thing. It doesn't look as though I will be able to, so I don't really want to sell this. So instead, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a helmet, and yeah, it's actually quite funny considering I purchased this one for 1900, but I mean, it's basically nothing. But I'm going to buy a helmet for 11,500, and I'm only going to pay 383 for this. So we're going to trade in armor now, all of a sudden? I don't know how well that's going to go, really. I think that's probably not going to go very well at all. But what we are going to do is we are going to be taking a look at going to one of these other places over in the distance there, and we're going to see if we can maybe make some cash that way. Because right now, the markets are fluctuating so dramatically that it's very difficult to make any significant profit. As you've so far seen, I would have been able to make around 10,000, maybe even a little bit more by being here when they had some cash. But they don't have any cash, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Alright, so unfortunately for me, as you can see, I literally purchased this helmet for 11,000, and now, as you can see, it is literally selling for 1,000. So I'm going to be wearing it instead, because it actually does provide me with some body armor, and I think that that probably makes more sense than doing anything else with it. And the funny thing about this is, you see exactly what's going on here. It feels like the markets are just absolutely, they're just messing with me right now. I feel like they're just messing with me, because if you take a look at what we're seeing here, like for example, I could technically buy, let me see, I could buy, I don't know, let me see, what was really good here? This. I could buy some crude marble, I could buy fine salt, and I could sell it at Zahara Gero Hiria for 120, which would actually be pretty good. But I know for certain, almost for certain at least, that as soon as I get there, it's going to be too late. I'm not going to be able to sell it. So I'm assuming that something is going on in that regard. I assume that there is something going on in regards to the marketplaces. They know that I'm coming there, and they're immediately shedding all of their cash. That seems to be the case to me, at least. I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, what I'm going to do in between episodes is I'm actually going to do a little bit of sorting out with what we've got going on here, because I'm very perplexed. I'm very kind of suspicious about what's going on here, because we have a workshop. Obviously, the workshop is not really doing much as expected, because obviously there is another olive press in the town, and that obviously makes sense. But I'm super weirded out by the fact that our caravan does not give us absolutely anything at all. As you can see, total income is 0, and that is actually killing us right now. As you can quite clearly tell, it is absolutely killing us. There is very little I can do to offset that, because if I do not get good trades, and like for example, right here, look at this. I actually do have some fine salt, thankfully, and I can actually sell it for 159 here, which is pretty crazy, but this was just random. I wasn't coming here for any particular reason. This was just random that I decided to come into Hubyar. So we're going to sell that, and we're going to get 5,600 for it. But imagine if I hadn't done that. I could very well be in a very bad situation. And that kind of worries me a little bit, you know? It kind of worries me a little bit. So you can see here that we basically have nothing else that I can even buy. So we're just going to be trading that for the 5,000 just to tide us over, because that seems to be a sort of common occurrence right now. You can see here that I actually have a slightly larger army as well. So if we do get a caravan mission of any kind, we might be able to do it. Unfortunately, as you can see right here, we're not actually getting any. I'm going to assume that we actually do need to get to the next clan tier to be able to do that. And as you can see, I only have 36 renown. We need 150. So either I'm going to have to spam a couple of tournaments, or I'm going to have to do something else. I was kind of hoping that... Ooh, there's a bandit base.
Yours is not a favor.
Oh, hello. Okay, yes, you know what? I will do the bandit base for you, sir. Okay, yes. Oh, now this is fun. Okay, this is fun. I am very much looking forward to this. I have not done a bandit base in BannerKings yet. Alright, so we are going to be taking all these people. We're going to just take them all in there. I have no idea who they are or anything or what they do, but I'm basically just doing what the game recommends, because I'm going to assume that they're the, you know, sort of the highest tier. I don't have any thrown weapons, which is kind of annoying me right now. If I had some thrown weapons, I'd be pretty happy with this, but yeah, unfortunately I do not. So we're going to have to do things the old-fashioned way. I do have some amazing gear now, though, so I shouldn't die instantaneously at the very least. Nice damage, nice damage. Oh, I love the maces. Gotta say, I really, really enjoy using the maces. They have such a good armor penetration in comparison to the blade. However, obviously if you use thrusting attacks, that's a little bit of a different story. Oh, nice. What? He's just not even bothering. He's not even bothering to block. And as you can see, look at that. He hit me, and it did 7 damage. It did 7 damage because he hit me with his pommel. But usually pommel hits are not that bad. I mean, they actually do pretty good damage if you can get a proper pommel hit. Because I've seen in some tournaments, we've gotten hit by a pommel, and it's done pretty big damage. So that's you know, a good takeaway from that. These guys literally just die. What is going on here? This is fantastic. Okay, so do my guys actually use maces as well? No, they don't. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering whether they were using maces too, because I'm wondering what the strongest faction in BannerKings is actually at this point, because my guys actually seem to be pretty cool. I actually like them a great deal because they seem to have fantastic loadouts for a number of different situations, because obviously, as you see right here, they're walking around with you know, one-handed swords and shields, which is obviously perfect to counter, you know, any number of things. Like they could counter you know, archers, they can counter other infantry by doing that. And then obviously you have the situation of cavalry. If they're up against cavalry, they could just take out their spears, because they've got massive spears too. They even have thrown weapons, as you can see right there. Anyway, I don't fight duels with brigands. Yeah, I don't fight duels with brigands. I'm not going to do the duel here. And hopefully, yes, there we go. Come on now, let's do some damage. Let's do some damage. These guys are actually pretty high level, so I wouldn't mind getting a couple of kills myself here, if I can. There we go, nice, nice. I actually don't think that actually provides you with additional experience. I think actually BannerKings calculates the experience differently. But whatever the case, there you go. We got 4 renown from that, and that just goes to show. That's exactly why I said to you that I actually think it's probably more lucrative for us to go into a tournament rather than going into anything else, rather than going into like a battle or something like that. Going into a caravan tournament, on the other hand, yeah, a caravan tournament, a caravan task is what I wanted to say. A caravan task, that's obviously a very different thing. Look at that, we just got 3,000 gold for that too. Very nice. Okay, very, very good. But yeah, if you go into a caravan task, obviously you're going to get a whole bunch of everything. Like the escort caravan mission is one of the best things you could do for renown and gold and basically everything, because you can sell your prisoners. Look at that, I sold my prisoners for 369. What? Really? I'm actually super surprised that they were so expensive, but yeah, they apparently were pretty good. We also got some crude silver ore here as well. I'm actually not entirely sure. Can I... Yeah, apparently I can't see any comparisons, so I'm just going to literally sell this stuff here. I think it's probably going to sell relatively decently here, and we could sell that as well. Oh, never mind. They don't have enough money. They have nothing, actually. Yes, I actually don't know what's going on with the Nahawazi at the moment, or whatever they're called, because they have basically nothing. And it kind of that kind of explains things a little bit. It kind of explains why Zuera might not be able to get any profits. But I gotta say, the Bandit Hideout quest was a lot of fun, and I'm actually gonna be doing the tournament here, but I'm probably gonna do that off screen. Should I do it off screen? I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do it off screen. I might not do it on screen for now, and I'll just do a couple of tournaments just to get my renown a little bit boosted up, because at the moment I'm still at 41, which is really kind of bad. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.